Okay, these videos are going to help you to review for your expository essay. So remember that an expository essay explains something using examples. So that's what I'm going to do. But how do I get there? How do I get from this page to an entire essay in about an hour and a half? So here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to number the things that I need to do on this page. Read, think, and I need to write. But then I'm going to recognize, even before I do anything, that the most important part of this paper is right here. My right statement. The most important part. I can cross everything else off and I don't have to worry about it, okay? This is called the prompt. This is what I must write about, the prompt, right here. Okay, so even though this is the most important part, I'm going to go back and I am going to look at what the rest of the paper says to get me some ideas. Okay, read the information in the box below. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy said that the United States should set a goal of landing an American on the moon by 1970. After much hard work and preparation, 2 Americans landed on the moon in 1969. Okay, so I'm going to check that off because I read it, and I'm thinking about that quote. That's just to get me to start thinking about goals. Okay, now I'm going to think carefully about the following statement. Some people think it is easier to accomplish something if they set a goal in advance. Okay, so I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to ask myself if I agree with it. I agree that it is sometimes easier to accomplish something if they set a goal in advance. Now I'm going to check that off. Now I get to my right statement. Again, super, super, super important. Write an essay explaining why setting a goal is important. My entire essay has to be explaining why setting a goal is important. Why is setting a goal important? Okay, so now how do I get from this prompt to an entire essay? First, I'm going to quickly draw 4 boxes down at the bottom of my page, and I'm going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my prompt into a question. Now I'm going to look at that prompt again, okay? Write an essay explaining why setting a goal is important. So now I need to turn that into a question. Write an essay explaining why setting a goal is important. So really, all I have to do is this. Why is setting a goal important? So now I'm going to write that down here. Why is setting a goal important? Now for my second box, there's my question. My second box is going to be an answer to my question in a list. Okay? So I can think about this. Why is setting a goal important? Well, I'm going to brainstorm. I think setting a goal can motivate you. I think setting a goal can challenge you. I think setting a goal can help you accomplish, setting small goals can help you accomplish big things. okay? So I have motivate, challenge, setting small goals helps you accomplish big things. And I'm going to think that setting a goal can help you appreciate accomplishments. Okay, so now I've done box 1 and I've done box 2. I've turned my prompt into a question and I've created a list of answers. So now for box 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say box 1 plus box 2 equals box 3. So I'm going to take my question and I'm going to answer it, and that's where I'm gonna put it here in box 3, okay? So I'm gonna take my question and I'm gonna choose 2 answers, and now these are gonna become my reasons, and this will then become my controlling idea. So from those 2, from all of my list, I need to figure out, okay, what am I gonna have the most to talk about? So for me, I think that goals can be motivating, and I think they can also help me appreciate my accomplishments. When I set goals, I feel like I appreciate what I accomplish more. So my controlling idea is going to be it is important to set goals. Whoops. Because they can motivate me, or just because they can motivate, and they can help you appreciate accomplishments. Okay, so now lastly what I'm gonna do is this. In my last box, I'm going to find my examples that I'm going to use from help. History, entertainment, literature, and personal. History, entertainment, literature, and personal. Okay, so it is important to set goals because they can motivate and they can help you appreciate accomplishments. So these are my 2 reasons that I'm going to talk about in my whole essay. So my first reason is motivate. Okay, so for this example, I think that I'm going to use literature, and I'm going to use Isabel from Refugee, okay? Because she was very motivated by her goal to reach Florida, leaving Cuba. And for reason 2, help you appreciate your accomplishments, I think that I'm also going to use Refugee, and I think that I'm going to use, I think I might even use Isabel again and connect these 2 examples, okay? So on my page, look at all the brainstorming that I've done. I've decided the most important thing is my prompt, okay? And I've turned that prompt into a question. Why is setting a goal important? And I've put it here. I've answered that by brainstorming a list. I've chosen 2 things from that list to write my controlling idea. It is important to set a goal because they can motivate and they can help you appreciate accomplishments. And then I've started to brainstorm, okay, what 2 examples am I going to use to go with my 2 reasons? And my second one here was appreciate accomplishments. Okay? So there is my first brainstorming page.